Hi guys! So today is going to be a little bit of a different video. I wanted to go ahead and start introducing my OCs and their background so that I can include them in future posts. I have a lot of ideas centered around my OCs, so I thought this was just a great time to start introducing them. So this speed paint will be going over my OC Condrith, which was the main inspiration behind the world and was actually my first reoccurring character. Before diving into his story, I do want to say that this information isn't 100% set in stone. I'm a very indecisive person and have a lot of storylines playing in my head all at once, but I don't really have a lot of other characters that I can relate them to, so it's hard trying to finalize his story, specifically his story, because there's just so many things that I want to happen or that characteristics that I want him to have, and I just can't solidify what I really want. I also do want to apologize just in case my mic quality is never the best. I'm using my headphones, so I'm never sure if I'm too close or too far away from the headphones, but let's just get started. Alright, so many don't even know Condrith's background. Like I said, not even I know it. He told the local people that a fox-like creature woke him up in a forest, but when he fully came to, he saw a woman standing over him named Kyoko, which actually we will go over in the next video. After gathering himself up and having a talk with Kyoko, he found some wood and created a shelter for himself and her, who is now his partner, but we're not sure if they're really romantic partners or friend partners in a way. Unaware to Condrith, we know as the audience and as the creator that he is somewhere around 20 years old and related to a very wealthy family, probably royalty, but definitely wealth. He was cursed to a mythical land for being disloyal to his family and his past lover. However, when he woke up, he doesn't remember his past, like literally at all. In life, he had many battles, like the continued lies and fables his family made up about him, his past lover backstabbing him both literally and metaphorically, and the constant fear of being worthless. But thankfully, due to the curse, he had forgotten all of his worries. He was once described as a stick in the mud that never smiled and was a shell of a person, but now he's so carefree that Kyoko has to be more of a guardian angel than a friend. Now, Condrith is a yearner. He is so down bad for Kyoko that he doesn't even understand his own feelings, and no good OC is truly good without a little bit of trauma. So there is some yearning, there is some discrepancies in his story. I actually did draw Condrith yearning to Kyoko, and I posted it on my TikTok. You should definitely go check out my TikTok. It's the same username. Free promo on my own account. I don't care. Anyway, I guess we can get back on track now. So over time, he began to have a longing feeling for something that he couldn't quite put his finger on. I'm gonna be so honest, at the beginning when I was deciding his storyline, I wanted him to be yearning for flesh. I wanted him to be a vampire, but I wanted him to not know that he was a vampire. So that's where this came from, but besides the point. No matter how many adventures he goes on or long nights with his partner in crime, he still feels that feeling. He describes it as the loss of a child that he never had, which he's never had a child. Promise you that. Him and his past lover were not compatible for anything besides arguing. So as he continues to live in the forest, he kind of fears that his past will come back to haunt him. He doesn't know his past, but he kind of has that nagging feeling that something horrible or something, big must have happened for him to end up in the forest with no memory and literally just like the clothes on his back. I don't want to talk too much about Kyoko in this video just because I will be talking about her in a later video, but she does kind of realize what Condrith is feeling and how he's feeling, and she just tries to do everything in her power to make him feel better. That's why they're so close, is because they both just kind of rely on each other to help with whatever they're feeling. Honestly, that's as far as I've gotten with his story. I feel like at the beginning, because this was my first OC, that I tried to rush the storyline, but I'm kind of content right now with just drawing them and figuring out their style, figuring out how exactly I want them to look. I do have a problem, honestly, where I can't draw the same face over and over, so Contra does look very different in almost every single drawing I have of him, but I'm not mad about it. I honestly just love the character overall, no matter if his face changes or if his backstory changes in the future. And hopefully someone out there will love him just as much as I do. I love seeing communities grow over people's OCs. I also want to give a brief thank you to everyone that has been interacting and commenting on my videos saying how much they love them. It really, really means so much to me, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. It really keeps my passion and it keeps me going, for real. Like, I love you guys. Alright, so this is actually the final piece in all of its glory. I love it so much. I think it took me about 4 hours to do, and I did it all on Procreate. I can actually put up a few more pictures of other drawings of Contract that I have. So the one in the middle is actually an original sketch that I had done for the character, and then the one on the left is my newest sketchbook, like front page, and then the one on the right is the yearning one that I'm talking about, which I absolutely love. This is actually the end of the video, so thank you so much for everyone that has made it to the end. I'm not sure if there is going to be a Monday video next week, just because I'm moving back into college, but you never know, I might have something lined up. I really do hope to see you again. Please, 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 please.